A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's going to bring it out. And the LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands.
Turning it on. Touchdown, LSU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. 1st drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the
Breaks into the open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they go for the sneak on 2nd down and nothing doing.
You know, I think on QB sneaks, the quarterback's got to be smart about the cadence. It looked like that time the defense actually shot the gap and they were anticipating the cadence. So if you're a quarterback, you might want to switch up the snap count.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, California.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to pass, it's Knight. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sweeney. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Facing 4th down.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. There he goes. He's at the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, and on that 4th and short run, I think he thought he was going to score. He saw the end zone, his eyes started getting big, and they were able to get to him right before he got home. But hey, if you're on offense, why not just give it to him again on this next 1st down play?
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Time to find the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Griffin. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Quarterback keeps it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board there.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this off.
Turning it on! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Working that left side. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the 1st down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running to Green. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Griffin. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Quick strike complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air. It's Knight. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Sweeney. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Brings up second.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Using the quick game. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man.
There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys pulls it in down the sideline. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Griffin. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Golden Bears will try to pick it up on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Toss to the outside. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. And some room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gets it out quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dropping back, it's Knight. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's McNabb. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Finds his man. It's McNabb. Good, solid tackle.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Griffin. Got it in the middle, it's Sweeney. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play. But I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here. Oh, he makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need to... Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
42, Cal, 28.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Snagged out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone. Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.